So I'm actually recovering from a surgery. What surgery, you may ask? Frankly, that's none of your business, but it's a vasectomy. Warning, not actually a vasectomy. And because I'm recovering from a vasectomy, not actually a vasectomy, I was told not to strain myself, take it easy. So I assume that meant mentally as well, and creatively. So I was like, well, how am I going to make music then? I can't make music without... And then I thought of something. Lo-fi. What's up, everybody? I'm Whickflaw, and you guys are awesome, and welcome to Questionable Beats with Whickflaw number 2. We made it to the second episode. Let's go. This is lo-fi because I couldn't think of anything else to do, and frankly, I was lazy, and I just decided to do something fairly easy. I'm only half kidding, of course. Lo-fi does have its merits. I mean, if you're making all of this from scratch, then have fun with that. For the most part, I just used samples and kind of stuff from cymatics and then just threw it together. You can do it from scratch. I don't recommend it unless you're a really good guitar player. But anyway, for lo-fi, because I know the only reason that you wanna make lo-fi is because you want to be the next person featured on the beats to relax and chill to, or beats to study to, or like the next big lo-fi thing, right? Obviously, like, who doesn't want to be there? I want this beat to be on there, but I can only dream, right? So to start things off, set the BPM to about 85-ish. It could be slightly more, slightly less. Usually 80 is about like the beat, 80 to 90. So you want to start with some sample. That's going to be the backbone of the entire beat. It's going to be playing through all of it, if not most of, or most of it, if not all of it. And then here's what I'm talking about. This is something that I found. And you're just gonna wanna repeat it until the end. Just like over and over again. Yeah. For the actual effects on it, because you want to add a little bit of effect. This is lo-fi. Lo-fi actually stands for low fidelity. Fidelity meaning fidelity, of course, meaning faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support. Not exactly the most helpful definition, but basically it's just the faithfulness to the original sound. So you want to add some effects to make it not sound like the original, right? So I added some tape effect, which without the tape effect, this is the guitar without any effects. And that's all. That's fine and dandy. But if you add some tape, it sounds like this. You can hear a little bit of a change in the EQ. It clips a little bit, so because it's like a, I don't know, tape. It just makes it sound more antique. And then you want to add some vinyl so you get that nice white noise. And then you want to throw on a little bit of reverb, just a little bit. You don't want to overdo it on reverb on lo-fi. You want to make it sound like somebody just discovered an old tape, and that's what you're playing. So this is what it sounds like with all of the effects. And that's all you really need for the lo-fi beat. You just slap some drums on there and you're done. Or you could go the extra mile. Next, you're gonna want the actual drums for your beat, and those are gonna sound a little bit like this. And the way you do that, highlight everything. Don't quantize it, because you don't want it to be on time. On Reason, there's a little thing called quantize shuffle, which is basically quantizing it to make it offbeat. Some have like a little swing knob or something on some DAWs, but you just want to make it sound offbeat. Nothing should really be on time. You want it to sound like somebody just hastily recorded this, right? And with the guitar, it sounds like this. Next, you want to slap on a bass. And if you don't have a physical bass, you basically can't make lo-fi. Sorry to break it to you. No, I'm kidding. You can make lo-fi without a physical bass. It just sounds nice. Here's what I'm talking about. And if you make a little mistake on the timing, that's fine. This is lo-fi. Nobody cares. This is what it sounds like. Just like that. And then you want to add some rain noise or like some white noise or something, just like this. This is also a cymatic sample. Basically all of this is cymatic samples, but just put together. It sounds good, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, you do the same thing. Shut up. You want a little bit of like a cassette tape crack thing, like this. Now the next thing you're gonna want to add, because this sort of beat is great and all, but it could use a little bit more spicing up, right? You want something like a little bit more interesting. Well, you can add a Rhodes. And add a little bit of reverb and some, like, you know, antiquifying effects. And so with the rest of the samples, it sounds like this. And then at this point, you're basically done. Occasionally, you can throw in like a little bit of a break here, so it goes like this. Break. You can also throw in like a third melody, or just don't make it overcomplicated, right? Because you don't want to do that. But here's what I did. I just record a little bit of like a vocal and then put it over it. And then I put some radio on top of that, some gadgets, some reverb and echoes and such, to make it sound like this in the full beat. And then here I added this little, sort of like a ping pong delay, but a little bit more intentional. I didn't want to just put a ping pong delay on it because this sounded better. So yeah, that's all. That's really all for any of this. For your intro, you want to add in this little high pass filter so that the guitar comes in like this. Because that's what every lo-fi track does, and then you can have it go back to the eternal bliss at the end. Just like that. Done. This is the whole lo-fi beat. I'm telling you, it's not hard. This is going to be a whole lot shorter than the other video, let me tell you. And now you're ready to become the next feature on lo-fi beats to study and relax to. Congratulations, you made it. You've graduated from Lo-Fi Academy. This is all you need. This is all you need to do. The whole beat should be around 2 minutes long, maybe 3 if you're feeling daring. But the hard part is keeping it interesting throughout the whole thing. So most beats are like 1:50 or something. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to you know what to do. Smack that like button. Press that subscribe button. Tickle that notification bell till it rings. Until next time. Bye. Here's the beat we made.